Okay, pool players, got a good one for you guys. The last video I put together on automatic aiming, I had a lot of questions on how do you see the ghost ball position. Well, first of all, I've come up with something, and I'm going to walk you through it, but let me show you where the ghost ball is. If we place that cue ball so that it is in line with that corner pocket, so that red ball's right in between them, that is the ghost ball. Now, the first shot for us to make that ball go down that rail and into that pocket, I need to trade places with this ghost ball with this cue ball. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trading places so that I can deliver the cue ball right at that location where that ghost ball was to pocket that shot. Now that's an angle, that's a cut angle. Some people just don't see it. So this is a great way for us to learn or train our brain to see the ghost ball. I've used this method in the past, and it really does help. So what I've done is I've marked 4 locations for my cue balls here, and they're all on the diamonds here. Second diamond, third diamond, or first from the side pocket. We got right in line with the side pocket, and then at this diamond as well. That red ball is at the second diamond, and it's 1 ball width off the cushion. Now I've already set up these little golf tees you see here, because these, if I aim the center of this cue ball at that golf tee, I will pocket that red ball right in the corner. Now, why do we put that aim point out there? In fact, you can use an aim point. Just pick a spot on the cushion and do this as well. I don't need to because I've shot so many shots, but if you need to, that's great. More power to you. But what we're going to do is we're going to aim at that tee, and you're going to see the cut angle on that red ball, and you're going to condition your mind to see the ghost ball. We're going to take 4 shots, so here we go. Use center cue ball only too, by the way. Aim right at the tee, medium speed. And it's perfect. So now let's go ahead and go to the second. This is a different cut angle, much different. And we're not aiming at this tee now, we're aiming at the second tee. Center ball. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the third tee. And by the way, stick around because wait till you see what I've come up with through showing you this. You're going to love it for sure. It's going to help your game big time. Now we're aiming at the third tee, center cue ball. Oh, I hit the rail on the way in. I missed my location. And that's another thing. When you do hit the cushion, you didn't aim properly. And that's exactly what happened to me right there. I made it because I hit it with pocket speed. So now we're at the 4th golf tee. Let's see if I can make a better stroke this time. I got to aim right at the tee now to see that ghost ball right. That's perfect. Didn't even touch the cushion on the way in. So do this because this is going to be very helpful. It's going to train your mind to see the ghost ball. But now let's check out what I came up with. So here's what I came up with in showing you how to establish your ghost ball position or how to train your mind to see that ghost ball. I'm now going to show you how to do the same thing, only we're going to impart some side spin on the cue ball. We're going to use outside right spin in all cases. And we're going to also use some low, not at the beginning, but as we move up the table through each one of these locations. So I'm going to aim right at the golf tee. I'm going to put just a little tiny bit of right, not much. That's pretty good right there. Now we're going to move up to here. We're going to go up to this first diamond past the side pocket. This is a little more difficult. We've got to avoid the scratch. We're going to add a little bit of low and a little more right spin than what we did when we were here. I'm still aiming at the golf tee though. Well, that's pretty good too. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move to this third diamond, or second diamond actually, but third location from where we started. That's about the limit I can get to because I've got to put a little more stroke on here. That's kind of a steep cut to get to this location, so this is about the limit. It's about as good as I can get it. I can get it in the line here, but to get it to come all the way up to that spot from that angle is very difficult. So now we're going to go ahead and move to the second paper reinforcement. Object ball's in the same spot, but these are changed, okay? Great exercise. I'm looking at the second golf tee now. I want to jump in here and I want to cover what it is that I feel is really good about this type of practice. You know, as you guys have asked me, how do you see the ghost ball position? Well, it's one thing to see it when we're hitting center cue ball, but it's another when we're adding spin. So in this case, we're now going with an advanced version of practicing so that we can see the ghost ball as we aim at these golf tees. Now, when I add spin to my cue ball on some of these shots, I have to adjust my aim slightly. And this is why I think it's such a good thing for you guys, because as you do this and have a reference out there like the golf tee to look at, and as you're looking at the ghost ball position, you're going to know right away that you have to aim differently. Like in the case of using outside spin, I will aim to undercut the shot because there's spin-induced throw that is involved. Another thing I want to point out about how I've got this set up, these 4 locations for the cue ball are common angles, and I thought this would be very helpful to you as a viewer so that you could shoot some steep angle and shallow angle shots as you worked to learn the ghost ball position. Another important thing to mention is that we need to practice from both sides of the table. It always amazed me when I first started playing how it was so different from one side of the table to the other. So definitely plan on shooting from both sides. Here's something else I want to stress as well. If you're a beginner player, just stick with the center cue ball strike. When you're applying this spin on the cue ball, this is more advanced, and I want to see you be able to pocket the shot down the rail cleanly by hitting center cue ball and learning the ghost ball position. That's really what this is about. Now, if you need to pick up a point, like on the cushion, like I have here with these golf tees, that can work. And I do know players that actually do that. It's not something that I do, but if it works for you, that's great as well. And not to confuse you, if you're using center cue ball, you're not going to be able to pick up these positions like I'm doing right now. You're going to have to use the spin that I'm showing on the cue ball indicator in order to get there. There's one more thing I want to point out. When we're playing precise position like you see here, I'm trying to get to this paper disc. I have to adjust my aim point in order to reach that position with the English and the speed of the shot that I'm applying. By using these golf tees, that teaches us how to aim with spin and see the ghost ball position. Very helpful. Ghost ball position will be established if you aim at these golf tees. Set them up so that they're right in line with the ghost ball, pushing that ball into the corner, and you'll be good to go. If you guys want to see another good video, watch this one right here. Till next time, like I always say, keep on practicing.